Today's another day. Yeah, fuck it. Alright. What emotes do you have? Zero to. Whatever. I wonder where this leads to. Where the hell am I? Well, that setting leads me to somewhere that isn't hell. Oh well. Let's get the show on the road.
Now watch false! Si tu cherches un peu de gaieté, viens donc faire un tour à l'envers. Si tu cherches un peu de gaieté, viens donc faire un tour à l'envers. Si aux examens tu t'es planté, viens donc faire un...
Welcome to Fandemic, where we thoroughly analyze various types of independent or fan-made media. I'm your host, Indie Fan. And welcome to another edition of Short Films.
Short people got no reason.
So,
Short people got...
Star Wars, anyone? I'm pretty sure a majority of you have seen the original trilogy or the prequel trilogy. Or maybe the latest one that just came out this year. Maybe video games or a book from the expanded universe, which I'll get to later. What happened? And today's fan film is going to be based on one of the expanded universe novels. Case in point, an installation from the series Legacy of the Force. Case in point, the last one in the series, Invincible. Okay, I'm gonna get one thing straight off the bat. I didn't read any of the novels. Sorry. So, I'm more than likely gonna come into this as a stranger. So, let's waste no more time. This is Star Wars Legends Legacy of the Force. Oh, and by the way, I asked the filmmakers' permission, and they said yes. So the movie starts off, as usual, as any Star Wars film. I feel insulted somehow. The general plot is, Jason Solo, the son of Leia and Han Solo, has been seduced by the dark side of the Force. The Jedi attempt to keep the pace while doing moths from the Imperial remnant form a bioweapon, or a nanokiller, targeted towards the genetic makeup of certain species, that being the Hapans. However, Jason is against this, as his lover Tenel Ka is a Hapan, and his daughter Alana is partially that. And while all this is happening, the new Jedi Order has sent Jaina Solo, Leia's daughter, to take Jason Solo, now known as Darth Caedus, down. So after the text scroll, we cut to a space battle. there's one thing I have to admit. The CGI here is pretty good for a fan-made project. So, through a pretty cool transition, we cut to Jaina Solo.
Don't. This is gonna leave a bruise, isn't it? Probably.
Screw this. I'm out of ideas. Alright, moving on. So after the woman guards were knocked out, Jaina Solo opens the door and we see someone. Okay, I stated this before and I'll say it again. I didn't read the books. I mean, I kind of cheated by looking some of this up on Star Wars Wiki. I mean, and I know that Jaina Solo apparently was trained by the Mandalorians. But a teeny bit.
The noble JTC.
Gracious. Even in victory.
Hello, Myrna. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're alive.
If you want to call it that.
Hey, for the record, I've been what is considered possibly one of the worst fan films in human history.
Look, I'm sorry about what happened on Nickel 1, but I thought you were dead.
Might have been nice if you'd checked. Could have put a bolt through my head. Spared me this.
You're paralyzed.
Oh! Never mind then.
Jason,
So what happens next is that Jaina promises to come back for Myrna if she survives. Well, Myrna tells Jaina something that may help her with Jason, which requires Jaina to do a few things for her, that is, if she lives. First of all, Jaina has to warn Boba Fett that the Moff took some of her blood to design nanovirus for him, as well as tell him he deserved it. That is his fault for her current situation of her being sent on a death mission, and Cadus was right about him being responsible of sending her on said death mission, as well as Jaina giving Myrna a gun to keep the troops at bay.
Thanks. You're welcome. Now, the thing about your brother.
He underestimates you.
It's not really news, Myrna. Maybe not even true. He's stronger in the Force than I am. All I've got on him is the Mandalorian commando training that you and Fett put me through.
And that's enough to get the job done. He's delusional. He's convinced you couldn't have taken his arm. At least not alone. He thinks Luke was with us.
Maybe Luke was there.
He wasn't. I was conscious most of the time and I didn't see him. Now, get out of here. You've only got an hour until my next meds are due. And no offense, but I don't want you as a roommate.
So after that, we cut to Jason Solo, about to release the prisoner Isildur. Or however the hell you pronounce that.
Jason Solo. I wondered why I hadn't been interrogated yet. Obviously, you were saving all the fun for yourself.
It's Cadus now, Prince Isolder.
Yeah, I was close. We then find out the reason why Darth Cadus is holding Prince Isildur.
Her child.
It's because he needs him for his own goals.
Dare you?
We all make mistakes. I'm sure you'll come to appreciate that in time now, if you will please come with me.
I don't think so.
He's gonna bite it, is he? Thought so.
Whatever it
I
is.
wasn't asking. Please don't consider my respect an act of weakness, Prince.
First rule: never piss off a Sith. So Isildur is then escorted out by Darth Cadus. Reason for that being so that he and his crew can lead Darth Cadus right into the Jedi Temple.
This is about the Nano Killer, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is. I'm afraid the mobs are rather keen on using it against Tunnel Ka.
You're not as clever as you think you are, Jason.
However, this backfires.
Then fall for your ploy.
I was afraid you'd say that. And death is certainly an option.
Fatality.
So while Darth Case is escorting his soldier's body, we cut to Jaina Solo once again.
Captain, I beg your pardon.
Why is this level so vacant? Is the ship in danger?
This level's been cleared. Lord Kaitis is bringing another body down himself personally. I'm not aware of any danger to the ship.
Aside from the massive space battle outside, I'm sure nothing is wrong. So we then cut to Darth Caius escorting the body of the soldier right into the incinerator room.
Lockdown level 2. You will be jumping to final objective in 5 minutes. Repeat, 5 minutes. This will be your final announcement.
You know, was someone as force sensitive as Kaitis? I think you should notice Jaina Solo by now. Anywho, we continue to see Darth Caius continuing to escort a soldier's body into the incinerator room. However, he's not going to like what he's about to find out.
No.
Whoa! Sweet Christ, going through puberty. I've never seen a master of the dark side lose his mind before like that.
No.
Never mind. So after Jaina Solo takes care of the guards, he finally encounters Jason Solo. And of course, they battle. Okay, there is one thing I am going to have to point out. The fight scene in this one is a little flashy and a little too all over the place. Okay, to be fair, at first it is, but then it gets better. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. So they didn't fight a little more until...
Jaina, you need to get out of my way. I'm trying to save Telecon and Alana.
Sure you are, just like you saved his soldier.
I sort of would have made the same choice. In fact, he did. Jaina, we don't have time for this.
So die already!
I am's boner and Eve's dildo. Why is that wall so hot? Paul holds aside. Jason tries to escape, but... Jaina cuffs off Kaitis' escape route, and they fight some more, resulting in several injuries and the death of Jason Solo.
Telecon, you're in danger. Take Alana. Run.
And that was Star Wars Legacy of the Force. Time for my pros and cons. When we look at it, this looks very well made. The props, the animation, And to an extent, the choreography, although I wish the beginning scene was a little too all over the place. But aside from some plot holes been in there, it's still a pretty good movie to watch. Final analysis, an A. So yeah, this was an actually pretty good film for the expanded universe. It's worth a watch. Well, that wraps up this review. Join me next week when I review the Indie Mogul short, Priority 1. I'm Indie Fan, and I'll catch you next... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I wonder where this leads to. Oh. Shit.
誇りの